a last step in mathematical complexity, which is reasonably difficult, but I would like to talk briefly about it since I think it is important, is fractals. Fractals in the Mandelbrot set. Fractals actually is a new type of mathematics, and Mandelbrot, who is quite a smart guy, wrote a lot of books about the impact of fractals on financial markets. So if you have any interest in really understanding financial markets, I can really advise you to read some of Mandelbrot's book. Now, the concept of Mandelbrot is the following one. That in a system, you have self-similarity on different levels of detail. So if you take a cauliflower, and you break it in pieces, each small tiny part of the cauliflower looks exactly like the big cauliflower. So it reproduces itself on each level of detail. You see the same in the coastline. You see the same with the branch of a tree. If you take a branch of a tree, you take distance from the tree, you don't see the difference between the branch and the tree. The structure of the tree is exactly the same as the branch, as the tree, and the tree is the same as the branch. So the structure is exactly. So in nature, our body is a reproduction of bits and pieces that are all comparable, self-similar. Now Mandelbrot is very known by a very difficult simulation. So you've seen by now the very simple simulation where we started. You've seen the Lorentz attractor, which is a slightly more complex simulation. The simulation that made Mandelbrot famous for the pictures that it created, the so-called Mandelbrot set, the so-called gingerbread man, is a somewhat more difficult and complex simulation. We'll show you a video where that simulation is explained. And of course, it is nice, it is remarkable, it is an interesting concept. The reason I think I really would have liked to talk to you for 2 minutes about it is since despite the fact that it might seem very theoretical, Mandelbrot himself applied it very successful, as I said, to the behavior of a very complex system, and there are two very complex systems in the world, that's weather and financial markets. So if you have any interest in financial markets, I would really suggest to go further into fractals and to read some of the books that he